My name is Raina and welcome back to Ravishing Admire, and today I'm going to be sharing tips that I learned while being a vendor. Now, I've only been vending for like a year or so I'm still very new to vending and being a small business, but I still wanted to give the tips I learned, and the tips that have helped me very much, and I wish people would have taught me when I first started vending. So yeah, let's just get right to the video. My first tip, which I think is probably the most important tip here, is talk to everybody. Talk to your customers, talk to the host, talk to the other vendors there, talk to everybody. Now I'll go in order on why I feel like you should talk to certain people. So I feel like you should always interact with your customers. Always. Don't be one of those vendors, please, that just stand there, cold face, don't say nothing to nobody, and just watch as people look through your stuff. I feel like that, even as like a consumer, when people do that, it's just very weird to me. And I understand like people aren't like, like happy, like, hey, like some people are shy, but I still think that you should always greet your customers when they walk by. Always ask your customers like, hey, like, you see something you like, or hey, like, what's your favorite show, or something. Like, kind of try to enact small talk with your customers as much as possible. Or a simple greeting, honestly, is all. A simple greeting takes you a long way. And just be nice. And it also gives you very good information on your analytics in real life. Because like when you're doing your business plan and the target audience section comes up, it's kind of hard when you're online shop to visualize your target audience. Like, you kind of just make shit up based on like your competitors, right? But in person, you can actually get data on your customers, their income, what they look like, what they do for fun. And it's just like, it's so interesting. And I also love the way my customers interact with my art. Like, it's so different to physically see someone like light up when they see your art. Like, it just brings me so much joy. And I feel like talking to your customers and making an open environment for the customers to have like that very welcoming reaction to you and your art is always a win. And it's always going to take you real far. And I think personally that's how customers remember you, because I always remember like the people that I buy things from that were super nice, super impressionable, and just were slaying. So talk to customers. A reason I feel like you should talk to vendors is because, once again, you never know who other people know. And if vendors sell similar stuff as you, like say you like anime and you sell anime related stuff and you see anime related vendors, you can see places that they usually vend at, and you can vend there with them as well if it has a good turnout. You can see what events other people have went to that had good turnout, bad turnout, see how their small business is going, see what inspires them and their small business. Because it's just so inspiring seeing how other small businesses really craft their business and hone like their people pleasing skills as a vendor, because that's also something that you can learn. You can also get tips from other vendors about how to vend, how to not be so shy. Any questions that you might have, another vendor 100% is going to give that to you. And every small businesses I've come across have been so nice, so extremely nice. And like, to support other small businesses in person, I just feel like it's just such a nice experience. Also, if you talk to vendors, you can art trade or you can barter. You don't know what that is? It's basically like, hey, I'll give you something I make for you to give me something you made. Boom, a trade. And like, I have so much stuff from small businesses because of art trades, and I'm like reigning in small business goods, and it just makes me so excited. And you will never get that if you don't talk to small businesses. So always talk to small businesses, always talk to other vendors there, because it's gonna get you really far. And also, if you're in the space with somebody for about a good 4, 5, 6 hours, you gotta make a friend, because if not, you're gonna be bored as hell by yourself. Even if you don't go by yourself, I feel like still make friends with other people there, and you also get their experience at the same event you're in. Because say you and other vendors in the event, you do good, you ask the vendor, hey, how you went? Oh, it didn't go so well. it's like, it's just very valuable information to always interact with small businesses. So always do that. Make sure to talk to your fellow small businesses. Support small businesses as a small business. And third, talk to the host at the event. I really like doing this, and I feel like a lot of people don't take the time out of their day to actually talk to the host. But I like just seeing the ins and outs of like event planning. I just think, to me, it's personally very interesting, the motives that they have for like creating a certain event. And you can also, if you ever want to create your own pop-up events in the future, you can always learn valuable things like how to make a space welcoming, how to book certain venues. And it's just like, there are people too. You know, I feel like the event host is always so overwhelming to a lot of people, and I feel like it definitely shouldn't be. So always talk to the host. And also, if you have a good relationship with the host, you can always come back, and they'll always look for you to come back because they really like you already. So that's always a plus. And if it's a paid event, they can give you discounts if they like you. That's always a plus. A discount always a plus. So yeah, just talk to literally everybody. Like, even if you're not a talker, try. You know, it's also, don't feel so pressured to be a talker if you're not a talker. Like, you'll build up the way you are comfortable with communicating over time as you do more vending events. So it's always learning as you go. But definitely talk. Another tip is always give out something for free. Everybody loves free shit. Everybody loves to get shit for free, okay? And I feel like I personally get a whole bunch of stickers from Amazon, a pack of like 50 stickers, and I put them in a box, and I'd be like, hey, I'm writing a Ravishing Admire, here's my crochets, but do you want a free sticker? And I was like, oh my god, stickers. And then people always remember you, even if they don't buy anything. They see the sticker and be like, oh, I remember I got this from this one crochet girl that I met. Lit. So like, and I feel like it just makes people more excited to interact with you once you give them something for free. Like, everyone loves free shit, I can't lie. Like, and I don't know, I just like seeing, personally with stickers, I just like seeing people's faces light up when they get a sticker. I think it's so cute. Because also, I love a sticker. And I usually have anime stickers, regular cartoons like Sanrio stickers. I have a whole bunch of stickers. And I feel like it doesn't take a lot out of your pocket to get those sticker packs for free, because they are like 50, 100 packs for what, $5? Like, you know, it doesn't hurt. And it does not take a lot out of your pocket to give stuff for free. So I think that is greatly helping with my small business. And also, it goes for being impressionable. So find something to give out for free that doesn't take too much money out your pocket, but it's still cute and fun and lit. But give out free shit, but have an incentive to the free shit. So like, if you be like, hey, you can get free stickers if you sign up for my email list. You get, I think that's the easiest thing. It gets people on your email list. So like, when you do an event or when you have new drops, those people already can get notified of it, because social media and engagement is like very weird. So that's a set group of people that you know is most likely gonna see it. So give out free shit, but give out free shit with an incentive attached to it. And it's gonna get you very far. Another tip, something I didn't always do, but I've been doing a lot recently, is make sure to take pictures of the people in your stuff. One, it serves as good content to make after the event. Of course, always ask if they're comfortable to take a picture, they're comfortable to be posted. Always ask, of course. Consent is key. But also, it helps you keep track of what's sold. Because, you know, someone like me, I do not be remembering at all. I'd be like, and I also, you should like count your inventory. I also don't do that. So if you don't want to count your inventory, literally just take pictures of what you sell and you'll always remember. And it serves a good content. And it gives you, it makes you visually see your customers. Again, like when I said, when you make your like target audience like graph, to visually see it, even if you don't like remember everyone who bought your stuff. So another tip I have is vendor fee does not equal quality of the event. I've done events that have been very expensive and the foot traffic was ass, and I've done events that have been free and I had a blast and I got very good revenue. So don't really get too caught up on vending prices and also the number of followers that the account has, because that doesn't actually mean good foot traffic. And also, this kind of goes into this, but always ask, another tip, always ask the host before you book the event what the foot traffic is and who the audience is. Because sometimes a place can have great foot traffic, but if your audience is not there, the foot traffic don't matter. And there's events that I went to that have very small foot traffic, but they're my target audience, and I've done really well. So it's like, really ask the host of the event, if it doesn't really say like the theme, if it just says like, hey, general market, like definitely ask them what's the vibe. Just ask them what's the vibe. And I feel like that's from New York. Ask what's the vibe, whatever. Ask what's the vibe, and yeah. It'll save you a lot of trouble, and it'll save you a lot of heartbreak, and it will save you a lot of money on vendor's cost. Another tip I have is bring your stuff in a suitcase. And I feel like a suitcase is the most reliable item for a vendor. There's big ass suitcases, there's little ass suitcases. And once again, I live in New York City, and I take the subway to most of my vending events, and it's so good on the subway because it can roll around. It doesn't take up too much space. I feel like those wagons that you see on Amazon, I feel like those are very inconvenient for me. But I guess if you have like stuff that are heavier and need to be carried a certain way, I think those are good too. But I say always invest in a suitcase to bring your stuff in. I used to be bringing bags and bags and bags of shit. I used to be looking like an old ass lady coming from the supermarket. Don't do that. Bring a suitcase. It's easier. You're not want to scream because you're carrying mad bags, and you'll have a good time. So another tip I have is have a memorable setup. Because there's like certain small businesses that I see, I'm like, oh, your setup is so fancy. And it makes people really remember you. And for reference, here is my setup. And also, I really like my setup because my setup actually spins. I think I'll put a video of it spinning. My setup spins, so when people see spinning, like, oh, this is so convenient, the fact that it spins. And I'm like, I know. But yeah, having a memorable setup gets you so far and make people remember you. And it's very slay. Because I feel like people that have plain setups, like very neutral, if you're going to do neutral colors, have something about your setup that stands out. Something. A banner. Something. If you need to be the thing about your setup that stands out, so be it. Just have something that people will remember you by, and it's going to take you very far. Also, if people see you at another event, because once again, I live in NYC, like, it's a very small world, so people probably will see you again. People will be like, oh my god, I remember your setup. And with vendors too, they'll be like, oh my god, I remember you by your setup. So it's very easy to connect with people in that way, with recurring customers too. And most importantly, always have the best ID situation. I've been to vending events where that's just boring, there's no foot traffic. Girl, the hours are dragging along. I'm the only black person there. I don't want to be there. Like, it's a drag. But like, always, that's why I'm saying talking to vendors in situations like that, having vendors be your friend, be the saving grace of the whole event. Like, have a good time. I say do as much vending events as possible when you first start, so you can really get to know your target audience and what events you vibe with and what events you don't vibe with, what times of the day you vibe with. Like, if you like morning markets, afternoon markets, or like night markets, it's gonna get you really far. So just explore. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to share your art. Do not let people undersell you for your art. Absolutely not. Do not let nobody disrespect your prices. I don't fuck. And maybe this is just me, but if I see someone and someone really wants my stuff and they're respectful about it, be like, hey, can I get a discount? I'd be like, okay. Because to me, a sale for revenue is better than no revenue. But also, like, since I make things that are kind of expensive, I know not everyone can, afford a $40 hat. So if I could see that you're respectful and that you really appreciate my things, and you be like, hey, can I get a little discount? I'll give you a little discount. But it also situational. But like, obviously, don't like people try to hag you down for your prices just to hag you down just because they don't want to pay your price. Don't let nobody try to undersell you. I think that's the biggest thing. Stand on business, stand on your prices, and if people being rude about it, tell them that that's what it is. And if people not being rude about it, and if people genuinely want your art and they can't afford it, I know if people agree with this, but I say, by situation, give them a little discount. You know? Because everybody loves cute shit. Not everyone can afford cute shit all the time. So I try to make adjustments that I see fit. But people try to undersell you like $10, $15, $20. No, that's it up. Like, you gotta relax. So yeah, I think that's all the tips I have for right now. I'm definitely gonna be doing a part 2 to this video once I, have more experience. I learn more things. And knowing me, I'll probably forget to mention something in this video that I want to mention in the next video. So thank you guys so much for watching. And always remember, if you are a small business, like, just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Your shit is gonna sell. Always manifest that shit. I'm finna have a good event today. I'm finna make new friends today. Something good is gonna happen to you at every event. Just be hopeful. If you go into events pessimistic, you won't come out a miserable bitch. And there's some events that's already miserable enough. So don't do that. That is not going to help you. But yeah, I hope everybody has a good day, a good night, and a good life. I see you on the next one.